Have you ever stood in a grocery store staring at your cart and wondered how you got here? I had that moment last Tuesday. It was late, I was tired, and my cart was full. I had a simple list: milk, bread, eggs. But my cart told a different story. There was a fancy box of cookies I didn't need. There was a special brand of coffee that cost twice as much as my usual one. There were magazines with shiny covers promising a better life. I looked at the items and felt a strange mix of confusion and guilt. My simple shopping trip had somehow turned into a $100 adventure. This little moment in the grocery store is about more than just food. It's about money. It's about the quiet decisions we make every single day. We often think that our money choices are logical. We think we are in control, making smart decisions based on numbers and needs. We believe we are rational people. We tell ourselves we buy what we need and save what we can. We have budgets and financial plans. But the truth is, something else is often driving our choices. Something hidden inside our own minds, whispering suggestions that we don't even notice we are hearing. That night, as I put the expensive cookies back on the shelf, I started thinking, why did I grab them in the first place? Was I hungry? Was I stressed? Did the bright packaging just catch my eye? The answer wasn't simple. It was a tangle of feelings, habits, and hidden influences. This is the secret world of money psychology. It's not about spreadsheets or stock market charts. It's about the stories we tell ourselves, the emotions we feel, and the mental shortcuts our brains take without asking for our permission. Understanding this is the first step to truly taking control of our financial lives. This essay is a journey into that world. We are not going to talk about complicated financial theories. Instead, we are going to explore the human side of money. We will look at why we splurge when we feel sad, why we fear losing money more than we enjoy gaining it, and why we often care so much about what others think of our financial choices. We will uncover the 10 most common money biases that are secretly controlling you. By the end, you won't just see your bank account differently. You will see yourself differently too. Section 2. Why we do what we do with money. Money is not just paper and numbers. It is a powerful force that is deeply connected to our emotions and our personal history. Think about your first paycheck. Do you remember the feeling of holding that money in your hand? That memory and others like it shapes how you think about money today. Our financial decisions are rarely made in a vacuum. Childhood. Lessons our parents taught us, lessons they didn't teach us, the culture we grew up in. These experiences create a unique money story for each of us. This hidden psychology is a set of mental programming that runs in the background. It's like the operating system on your computer. You don't always see it, but it affects everything you do. These programs are called cognitive biases. They are mental shortcuts our brains use to make decisions quickly. In ancient times, these shortcuts helped us survive. If you saw a lion, you didn't stop to analyze the situation, you just ran. But when it comes to modern money decisions, these same shortcuts can lead us astray. Spend, save, invest. For example, one of these biases is called loss aversion. The pain of losing $20 feels much stronger than the pleasure of finding $20. This is why many people are afraid to invest in the stock market. They focus so much on the possibility of losing money that they miss out on the potential for long-term growth. Another bias is present bias. This is why it's so easy to order takeout tonight instead of saving that money for a retirement you won't see for 40 years. The goal is not to judge our past decisions, but to understand them. It's time to become the author of your own money story. Section 1. The stories we inherit. Our relationship with money begins long before we earn our first dollar. How did your family talk about money? Was it a source of stress, a topic to be avoided, discussed openly as a tool for building a good life? The conversations you overheard, the arguments you witnessed, the quiet attitudes of your parents. These became the first chapters of your own money story. These early experiences act like invisible ink, writing rules in our minds that we follow for years. I remember my grandfather. He lived through the Great Depression. For him, every penny was precious. He would reuse tea bags, save scraps of aluminum foil. To a child, it seemed strange. But he wasn't just being cheap. He was living out the lessons of his past. He had experienced a time when everything could be lost in an instant. That experience of scarcity was burned into his mind, and it guided every financial choice he made for the rest of his life. If big dreams were encouraged, you learned that money is a tool for growth. If you heard money doesn't grow on trees, you learned that money is a source of anxiety. Neither of these stories is right or wrong, but they create very different starting points. Understanding your own money story is the first step toward rewriting it, separating the helpful beliefs from the ones that hold you back. Section 2. The Ghost of Money Lost. One of the most powerful forces in our financial lives is the fear of losing what we already have. It's why people hold on to a losing stock for far too long. They think, if I just wait, I can avoid a loss. The thought of selling and making the loss real is just too painful. So they wait, and often the stock falls even further. The fear of loss paralyzes them. Our brains love to keep things tidy. We do this with our money too, in a process called mental accounting. The $500 you get from your tax refund feels different from the $500 you earn from your regular paycheck. The tax refund feels like free money. The money from our paycheck, however, feels more serious. But here's the strange part. It's all just money. A dollar is a dollar, no matter where it came from. We can actually use this quirk. By labeling the money, you put it into a special mental box. This makes it feel more real and makes you less likely to dip into it for other purposes. Section 5. The Hidden Power of Marketing. Every day, we are surrounded by messages designed to make us spend money. They don't just sell products, they sell feelings. A car ad isn't selling a machine, it's selling freedom. A beauty cream isn't selling a lotion, it's selling hope. One of their favorite tools is the creation of artificial scarcity. Limited edition. Sale ends today. This triggers our fear of missing out. Another powerful technique is anchoring. The initial $400 price is the anchor. It makes the $200 price seem incredibly cheap by comparison. To defend yourself, try to separate the product from the feeling it is trying to sell you. By deconstructing the message, you can weaken its emotional pull. Section 5. Designing your money life. Start simple. Set 2 or 3 personal money rules. Clear guardrails you follow automatically. Build your savings machine. Automate transfers on payday. Pay yourself first, so saving happens without willpower. Use clear buckets. Savings, investing, essentials, so every dollar has a job. Tell a better story. Write one sentence that links money to what matters to you. Look yourself in the mirror and choose confidence. Tiny choices compound. Create small rituals. A weekly 5-minute review, a monthly goal reset, a quick calendar tick to stay on track. Do 3 things today. Automate 1 transfer, write 1 rule, draft 1 sentence of your money story. Your future is built by tiny, repeatable steps.